terrified, you know. I mean, in those days, they used to ask me to turn up, you know, because I'm like all timid and shy. And the first thing I would do is not play, because everybody else sounded so good, and I'm in the room with these great musicians who know how to do this stuff. You know, I'm in way over my head. It was just, it was very fortunate. You know, I was fortunate enough to be put into those situations. But it was very embarrassing, you know, for a while. Just, you know, I just would leave feeling like, wow, I sure did waste those people's money. Because I just really didn't know how to do it, man. But it's really a matter of, first of all, there's a Buddhist expression, they say confidence precedes all virtue. So you have to, okay, from here, you have to be able to do that. You have to be able to just be there. Say, yeah, trust the situation. You know, it's going to be okay. These are nice people. And then just, you know, do your thing. Do what you do. Whatever that thing is that you do. And I'll tell you one thing that I do. I first think of the situation in a rhythmic way. So, you know, first of all, I used to not know a lot of chords. That's for one thing. But anyway, so repetition is not a problem. Play something over and over again can be cool. It's James Brown. So I go rhythmically, and first I'll even just sort of like almost kind of fake it and listen to what's going on around me. And I know, okay, it's a G chord. You know. I'll just play something real simple and let this, you know, see how other people are evolving. And if people are not making statements, if no one, somebody has to step out. At some point, somebody has to step out. And this is what people who are experienced know. They're not afraid to be that person, you know? Because it doesn't have to stick, but at least you're trying something. So, you know, if nobody's stepping out, then I'll step out. And I'll play something. Okay, this is what I'd like to hear here right now.
Are you talking about a phrase, or
it could be anything. Yeah, it could just be just strumming a chord, or a couple of chords. You know, maybe you just do that. Yeah, or you go. You start playing something. You start playing something. You have to be willing to start playing something.
I always feel like it's up to me to listen to everybody else to find the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I can just start doing what you're doing there.
Well, as I say, I first wait. I wait for a minute, and if I don't hear anything happening, then I do it. Then I go. I don't just go first, other than, you know, my first thought was that I think it's like as a drummer. You know, a drummer goes all day, you know, so you can do that too, you know. I mean, these are not great examples, but the idea, you know, that you just play something simple. I'll start playing something kind of low, you know, underneath, usually, unless there's all this kind of heavy shit going on. There's a lot of bass, and maybe keyboards take up a lot of space. Especially electronic keyboards. They're not quite so important as they used to be. So it's not as big of a deal. But if all this space is taken up, then I'll go high. You know? So you think in terms of register, high, medium, low. If nothing's happening in the mid-register, then you play in the mid-register. Nothing's happening in the high register, you play in the high register, low register. If there's a lot going on rhythmically, don't play a lot of rhythmic shit. Play very little rhythmically. And always be about that pocket. This is how I think anyway. Is this thing swinging? You know, am I in the flow of whatever this song is trying to accomplish? You know, Joan's music was very, you know, when I was with her, it was very floral. So I was a lot of volume pedal and, you know, nice chord voicings, but she had them on guitar. You know, third in the bass, F major seven. Nice chords. You can play shit with her. You can play nice chord voicings. there's absolutely nothing going on. So, okay, I'll make the first statement here, you know. And then you all can talk. You know, it's like, you know, man, I don't think I want that there. It's like, cool, do something else. And you all start talking, and the whole thing evolves together as a group. It's all about playing with people, you know, it really is. That's one of the things that kind of blows about being a band leader. It's like you're always kind of creating the whole thing. It's always a little bit on your shoulders, you know, telling people what to do. I stopped telling people what to do because it's a blind alley, it's a nowhere road.